atop ancient sand dunes that harbor life found nowhere else, amidst dwindling orange groves and between the pressures of the coasts, where crickets still sing and the hills are full of billies. You are Livin' on the Ridge, a variety show that celebrates the heritage of the heartlands of Central Florida, with news, events, sports, food, arts, and history. We serve up the good, the bad, and the weird. Living on the Ridge, putting the culture in agriculture.
Well, this James Taylor is very peaceful.
You know about James Taylor?
Oh, I'm a huge James Taylor fan. Yes.
Man, I need to become more cultured.
Yeah.
James Taylor, she knows about it.
Oh my goodness, yes. Because he was part of that era, like with Anne Murray and oh my goodness, what is her name? Like the Carpenters. I am a huge fan of some of these music.
Yeah, he's starting to sweat. Yeah. You gonna turn something on or he trigger something.
Carole King. I have albums.
You have albums?
I do, yes. I have vinyl. I love it. Aisha Oni Alayande.
Alayande. Yeah, she's gonna tell us the meaning of her name too.
That sounds like
man.
It sounds like you're about to drop an album.
That's what it sounds like?
A wellness album.
Are you a singer?
I sing. I am not a singer.
Oh, what? So you can what's one of your favorite songs that you can just
It's hilarious.
and without cracking?
Because he sings
Well, he says I sing opera. I just doodle. It's like, okay, well go ahead.
Yeah, I like that you said go ahead as if I agreed. That was an interesting communication skill.
I almost got you though.
I said I am not a singer. I sing. Everybody sings. Should they do that in front of an audience? I don't know. I wouldn't, I would not call myself a gardener, right? So you
don't want to give us any credit. I don't sing. I sing.
Yeah.
I'm not a singer.
I'm a gardener, right?
Okay.
I'm a gardener.
There you go.
I have a light green thumb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a light green.
Here it comes.
And it was my grandmother and my great aunt, right? So that comes from my grandmother, Annette Victoria, and my great aunt Louise. So Aunt Lou and my grandmother had me going out to get different things, like if we were sick.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how I grew up. That's what I knew. I never saw a lot of medicine in the cabinets or anything like that.
Wow.
And so it was always like cerasee and mint tea and things like that. So that's what I knew when it came to comfort. And it was castor oil, and you didn't take certain medications for castor oil. Wow. So you know what? I am a huge fan of castor oil right now because I use it on my skin. I don't take it anymore. What was it? Cod liver oil that Grandma used to make us take. Yeah.
Yes. Brutal.
It was. However, I know that I am better for everything that my grandmother and my Aunt Lou introduced me to, as far as, and my dad too, just as far as the way that we ate, our traditions and everything. So castor oil is what you wanted to know about. I actually was talking to somebody about castor oil and hair, because I remember the smell of it. That was something that was put in our hair before my grandmother would braid my hair and everything. So that, castor oil is good for the skin. Well, you never know. All these hair recipes and stuff, get some rosemary oil and rub it on there, because rosemary.
As soon as we get you a fridge.
Get him a fridge and get you some castor oil and
I have some castor oil.
Rosemary. Rosemary is good for the hair.
Yeah.
Or do something for the cranes, the same for cranes.
Amen.
We see them everywhere. Where do they live?
I don't know. I don't know where a lot of these animals that I see on a regular basis live. It's a very interesting concept that we have as humans. There's a lot of ego-driven things that we do that it's not very helpful to us all, like the collective. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, let's hear it.
Oh.
Data centers any minute.
Wait a minute, we haven't even got to what her role is and what she's currently
The
doing.
universe is
We can get to healing the universe at another time, like at the end, like 5 minutes till
You got
yeah.
your chance for the scene, okay?
We're gonna get her to sing it at the end.
Oh
A
wow.
whole new world.
Oh, dude, Peebo just died.
Yes,
Oh,
man.
R.I.P. Peebo Bryson.
Peebo Bryson.
Yes, he just passed away
Oh,
at 75, I believe.
yeah.
See, and he's also one of those staples when you talk about music that I grew
The
up on.
best.
Yeah, that really my mom
Yeah.
introduced me to that. I heard her whole playlist growing up, and she had a great, very peaceful music collection.
Wow.
My dad did too. He actually owned a record store in Queens, Record King.
Wow.
So I think that's where my love of music came from. It was right on the corner of Queens Boulevard and Murdoch.
So instead of being an artist, you just create them.
I do, yes.
Wait, that's like boss artist, you know. I
Yeah.
don't create. I create the artist.
Artist. Yes. She's the portal.
I am
Yeah.
the portal. Now we're talking like Star Trek, like yes, that's on the portal.
She's a portal of
Okay,
greatness.
see, I thought you were gonna do something dirty with that.
N-
That's
no.
my bad.
No, it's nothing. It's not a dirty
Maybe it was
show.
Me, maybe it was me.
It's not a dirty show, Sean.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a family oriented
How do you
show.
know? How do you know who's listening? We
No,
don't know.
We don't.
We don't know.
We don't. But we can control what comes out of our mouth.
You can. Why are you saying that? None of this applies. We can't
Sean
do
has
this.
had a
We
lot of
can't do
watermelon in the last 48
Don't.
hours. And I heard watermelon is supposed to do something with the libido.
Okay, I mean that's good. Are you snoring? I bear with the shepherd and the shepherd.
that. You had some watermelon last night too.
I did. And chocolate.
And you got,
It's in season.
you got a big grin on your face.
Okay.
You can't tell if you watch it. Are you watching?
I am not the guest. See.
We'll see.
All right. We're
All
gonna
right.
keep more on this.
Take a deep breath. All the oxygen go to your cells. Let them work well for you. There's so many awareness months, and every month we are bringing awareness to something, partially because of the different, the culture that we have,
Yes.
right? So we're always bringing awareness to something because we have created so many things that are not great for our systems, our human system. And so, yes, we are bringing awareness to men's health and mental health, and it shouldn't be an awareness month. It should really be a way of living, right? Better
That's true.
communication
That's
with
true.
yourself, better communication with others. So that means, having a checkup from the neck up, which is what I call that. I didn't make it up,
Yeah.
but a checkup from the neck up. What's happening with me? What is going on in my mind that is not connecting? And why are things not making sense? Why am I not carrying out actions that are beneficial to me and the people around me? So, yeah, it's a part of how we need to move as a society. It's a culture shift because right now we say some very unkind things to ourselves, internally and externally, and those words have power.
Speak it.
And we are seeing the manifestation of how we communicate with ourselves and each other. We see the exhibition of it on a daily basis. I mean, something as small, well, not as small, right? But when you talk about what's happening with vanishing plants and things like that, and then you look at what's happening with families, it's all connected. So, yeah, men's mental health.
Why is it so difficult for us?
Why is it so difficult for
Men.
men?
Yes.
So that's an interesting question. And what I will do is, because I am not a man, right? So I cannot speak to how men feel internally when they are experiencing certain issues within their life. I know what it feels like to be a recipient of that miscommunication, right, with a man, or when they are feeling hurt or confused about what to say, how they're feeling. I know what it feels like to be on the other end of that.
Yeah.
Right? I know what it feels like to be in relationship with, whether it's, one man in a romantic relationship or platonic relationships. I know what it looks like to me. I know about the conversations that I have with my friends and what we feel when we're in those experiences.
Yes.
So what I would say when you ask that type of question is, I think humans have a hard time processing things and communicating because of the culture that we have been gifted, or the culture, the way that we continue to move, because this is what we did before, right? We used to do that, we're okay now.
You did Jesus.
Right.
Yeah, you have all your problems.
Right, and that's it. Let's pray it away.
Pray it away.
You pray it away, and that depends on what ethnic culture, what part of the country you were born in, what part of the world you were born in. So there's so many things that make up the way that we decide to move forward and navigate life. So to your question, I don't know exactly what it is, but when it comes to the human race, we have taken on some tools that need to either be sharpened or removed from our toolbox. And that is my answer to that.
What tools you can take?
What tools? So what tools would
Your toolbox.
my toolbox? My toolbox has consisted of sitting quietly. I love the water. I love music. I walk on grass. Sometimes, when I'm thinking through things or I'm not feeling myself, I will go outside and put my feet in grass.
Energy source.
Yeah, definitely. Sun. Right? When you say vitamin D is prescribed, whether that be in pill form or whether you just go outside and stand in the sun, I take that very seriously. I think that's part of the reason I moved to Florida. I think I've always been this mixture of, city girl, island, country. I'm grateful for that. That comes from my family, my environment, my energy.
Yes, ma'am.
I will also, my mom and my dad, and probably my mom. When I was young, I went to Montessori school.
Okay.
And my teachers were Hindu. So my life has been influenced by them because my school was in a schoolhouse.
Okay.
And my teachers were Miss Nana and Pushpa. I remember them. I actually have visited with them as an adult. My children have been there in New Rochelle, New York. Yeah, so yoga and different Asian foods is something that I've grown up with. It wasn't foreign to me. It's just how I grew up. I was raised as a vegetarian, so it wasn't something I tried. My dad, he did. I remember him watching a lot of Bruce Lee and everything like that. So I started as a vegetarian. I remember him having
awesome.
it was there are a lot of different things that my parents did. My dad is deceased, but they're very different humans. But they made some good choices when it came to things that I was exposed to early on. And so I remember, him having hummus and things like that are kind of trendy now.
Yeah.
I remember that just as part of what he ate. Now when it came to my grandmother, which is my mom's mother, my maternal grandparent, that was more West Indian stuff. So which was also natural. I grew up on pear, or what people call avocado, Jamaican we call it pear, and green bananas, and there was stuff growing in the garden. at Aunt Lou's house, which was in Hollywood, Florida. So I've used to come down here like since 1980. And she had cashew trees, like everything. Sasumba, these different things that people in the culture now are different Caribbean, because all these different foods that I'm mentioning are not specific to Jamaican culture. But I grew up eating those things. Sometimes I didn't like it, like chocho or chayote, which a lot of different Spanish people know. That was something that I thought tasted disgusting. Beets I thought were disgusting, but now I eat them and it's nothing to me. But I grew up eating those things, so it wasn't foreign. It wasn't like, oh, try this, or I have to become a vegetarian. I was. My parents didn't introduce sugar to me, so I had sugar when I was a little older. I think when I would go to my grandmother's house and have porridge and stuff. So it really is just your way of life. So when I wasn't like on a diet, I was just, these are the things I'm attracted to. This was, mentally what was put into my brain, my space. So that's how I ate. And even when we talk about how I communicate with my children now and what I want for them, I think a lot about my experience as a child. Some good, not right, some bad, or not healthy, and in regard to communication and different things. And when I look at what I want for my children, the relationships that I want them to experience, I think a lot about what I say, how I treat myself, because they're watching me. Especially I have 6 daughters, so they're watching me. I have 2 granddaughters, they're watching me, my nieces, my nephews, and I think about what that looks like. And sometimes I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to change that. And I think that self-awareness piece is so important for us as adults, who, especially those of us who I'm an adult. You listen to what I say. I don't know about that, because I'm not making very great decisions right now. So, like I don't know if I want my children to actually follow this decision or the outcome, right? I don't know if you should make this decision because look at this outcome.
That's right.
I
respect that.
Yeah, and that's hard, right? It's not like I'm sitting here saying, oh, this is easy, right? Parenting is easy or anything like that. These are hard choices, things that we have to unlearn, right? It takes you 30 years to become this adult, and you think, okay, I have this job or I have this business and I'm going to go out and do these things and I'm going to have children. And sometimes even your decision to have children is like ego driven. Like, I'm going to have children, I'm going to make them this. That's not, no. Because it's like saying, like, I know I'm going to make some great kids, right? I'm going to produce these children and this is what I want for them. And these humans come out and they see what it is to live on this planet with the tools that they've been given, and some of them are not thrilled. Are not happy with it.
Wow.
My mom, being first generation, she had a lot to navigate. Growing up in New York, she would tell me stories of taking her younger sister, my aunt, like on the bus, and they were 8 and 3. Could you imagine taking public transportation?
At age 8?
But that was just a way of life for many people. So it wasn't as if, she was impoverished and they didn't have shoes on or something like that. This was just her navigating because her parents didn't understand the system or the culture, right? And my mom did, right? So just like how we grow up with these, with technology, so we understand what that is, but maybe our parents need a little help navigating the technology now.
I still do. So,
you need.
Yeah, I still do.
Call that silver techie.
Yeah.
It's like we value the dollar more than we value humans. So when you say that, I just wanted to touch on that. But I also agree, I have a lot of faith in the youth right now. I really love what I see with my children, and I love what they teach me. They make me a better human because I'm listening to them, I'm watching them. I'm in continuing education class every day when I wake up as a mother of 7 and a grandmother. I'm learning so much.
Continuing education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
She look 35, don't she?
I know. They keep telling me, they're like, you're 51. And I'm like, I'm 35. What? What I had for breakfast today was leftover samosas, which are like the Indian version of an empanada. So samosas have like curry potatoes and peas and things like that. So I had leftover samosas. For breakfast though, I do some eggs sometimes or avocado, or they have this pumpkin and flax granola bag. And so what I do is I'll put that in a bowl and then cover it in almond milk and put it in the microwave, and then it turns into oatmeal, basically. And so I eat that. I'm not a big breakfast person, so I don't get up thinking like, okay, what am I going to have for breakfast? I think that type of system, the regiment has more so come from my children, right? So I know that my children have to eat breakfast and get up and do things. If it was me, I would get up. If I did not have children, I would probably get up and have tea, and I wouldn't eat until my body said so. Okay. I wouldn't get up and just, I have to go eat. That's definitely something. I'm not a morning eater, and I could pretty much eat anything for breakfast. I love mushroom coffee. I do a lot of teas, just depending on how I'm feeling. I love hibiscus. It's something I grew up on with like sorrel for Jamaicans, ginger tea, peppermint tea. I love, and I play with them. So I love a really good chai, which a chai is really a spiced tea. And so I love that because the spices that typically would go in a porridge is also what go in chai. So, cloves and cinnamon and nutmeg and allspice and stuff like that. Yeah.
Needs our own restaurant,
Yeah. Well, I do have a location actually.
Oh, what?
So I'll be opening this year.
It took us all this time to plug this.
Yeah, go ahead and go. Tell us. Yeah.
So it's not open yet.
Okay.
So.
Oh, this is inside.
Yeah, yes, it's not open yet.
Look at this. Exclusive.
But it'll be on West Center Avenue in Sebring, Florida. So I'm very excited about that.
Again.
Yes. I'm really excited about it, about creating a space for people to come and do tea rituals and learn. And like an apothecary, I really like talking about the different herbs and things that I use. I used to attend this Southeast herb conference in Asheville, North Carolina, and so I learned a lot about different Cherokee herbs, and I would take these water essence classes. Now, actually, that class was in New York at Flower Power.
Wow.
I don't even know if it's there anymore, but I learned a lot about different herbs and what to do with them from that store, and then going to these different conferences, and then from my grandmother and my Aunt Lou. So I enjoy that. That is, I wouldn't call it a hobby. It's just peaceful. When people call me or order things, I like creating things for them. So when you talk about an artist, I like to do like that mad scientist.
That's the art.
Yeah, I like curating blends. Yeah. I like to dance. I do like to dance. People are not listening. People are not consuming information. Everything's in sound bites.
Yeah.
And people are not sitting and then researching. Because you can research. We still have books. We have Google. It's wonderful. But there are credentialed people that have gone to school. There are shamans. There are people that have put these things to practice. So, yeah. There's communication and connection, and we will all do better for us. Tea with Oni. TeaWithOni.com.
It's a ritual, folks. It's authentic.
It is.
And I think you're one of our most authentic guests. How about that? There you go.
I believe so. I don't think so. I believe so.
You got a friend.
That singing. Oh, she did it.
She did it. She did it.
Down.
She did it.
That's one of my favorite songs.
She has.
No, she felt it. She felt connected to our energy, our positive energy, the flow.
Thanks for listening, folks. You've been listening to Living on the Road with the Shaman and the Shepherds. We'll see you next week.
Yes. Beautiful. 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 So now we need to talk about you having your own, because you got your business, but you need to have your own show that will direct people to your business.
Indeed. I enjoyed the conversation. You guys are great. You play well off of each other. We've been doing this for a while.
We've been doing it since August.
Yeah, but it's natural.